is always green on the other side of a dream, but who's gonna clean up the mess that's left? Sometimes being hidden is better than being seen when you're hovering between success and regret. When the keys drop, these suckers start to eavesdrop. I seize top dollar in the back of the weed spot. I know I need to stop, but old habits are hard to crush when everyone else is living plush. Now I'm more than just awake. Hindsight is crystal clear. I hear it break like a tidal wave. A state, my hands start to shake. These what-if scenarios making me do a double take. This is my life. I gotta fight for what's at stake before it's too late. It's easy to see the problem when you look at the tape, but you can never go back and you can never escape, and you can never see the answer when it's right in your face. The grass is always green on the other side of a dream, but who's gonna clean up the mess that's left? Sometimes being hidden is better than being seen when you're hovering between success and regret. The grass is always green on the other side of a dream, but who's gonna clean up the mess that's left? Sometimes being hidden is better than being seen when you're hovering between success and regret. When the keys drop, all the formalities stop. The dealers all stalk the vacant lot where the fiends cop. All they want is a taste, wishing they could replace the life that they're living with the one they erased. They try to recall the time and place they went wrong, and it brings a little smile to their face, but then it's gone. Another wasted life, swimming in a bottle or burning up in the crack pipe. This is your life, you gotta fight for what's right before you can possess the sight to see in darkness without a flashlight. You can never go back and you can never rewrite. You can never edit the story of your life. That's right. The grass is always green on the other side of a dream, but who's gonna clean up the mess that's left? Sometimes being hidden is better than being seen when you're hovering between success and regret. The grass is always green on the other side of a dream, but who's gonna clean up the mess that's left? Sometimes being hidden is better than being seen when you're hovering between success and regret. When the keys drop, that's when the memories pop into my head, making me stop dead in a freeze lock, paralyzed with thoughts. So I analyze the cause of my life falls and what it might cause. Reality's a straight left, pain is an uppercut, but karma is a right cross, burning like hot sauce. Another torch ignites inside my mind, and what it sees, it writes down. This is my life, I gotta light the pathways and open the gates. Stop biting my tongue and learn from my mistakes. I can never go back, and I can never erase, and I could never see the answer, it was right in my face. Yeah. I feel numb like I slept with my soul tucked under me. Now every emotion is pins and needles. My heart beats with a limp, trying to pump itself awake, but it's just too tired for circulation. I'd rather sleep through deception than be revived to face another heartache for my art's sake. I wanna know why people don't listen. Maybe they just don't know what they're missing. Maybe their mission is dismissing fact from fiction and having visions of religion in the definition. Maybe they're wishing their traditions were in contradictions and their language wasn't lies, but it is underneath the disguise. Underneath every surprise is what you expect. The question is if that reflection is the one you respect. I'd rather write them down before I forget, so when I finally lose my mind I can relearn life from my own text. I hate to be alone, but I'm best of my own. My sadness is grown and madness to the bone. This is my home, this is my zone. All of my life cursed to roam, my mind escape inside of my dome. My mind is blown, my line's been cut. I'm a phone without a dial tone, miles from home. A smile and a moan, compiling poems like a pile of stones, till I'm just a pile of bones. I'm a little bit of everyone I've ever admired. I'm a little bit of everyone I've ever despised. Every trait is pieced together to make jigsaw decisions, puzzled by these sectional visions. Reality is scrambled like block porno channels, but you still watch trying to catch a glimpse of some action. Every mind secretly thinks it knows everything, but what it really knows is just a fraction. I slip past, trips through the looking glass. My wonderland is right here, with cats who flash smiles and disappear. Caterpillars, smoke blowing questions. I thought I had the answers, all I really had were more suggestions. I hate to be alone, but I'm best on my own. My sadness is grown and madness to the bone. This is my home, this is my zone. All of my life cursed to roam my mind, escape inside of my dome. My mind is blown, my lines been cut. I'm a phone without a dial tone, miles from home. A smile and a moan, compiling poems like a pile of stones, till I'm just a pile of bones. For the second time, Eden is burning. My sins have squandered paradise, thrown like a paradise. I bet too much on this last game, and now I've lost my shirt. How much longer do I have to hurt? I kept my eye peeled, but was blinded by my ideal. Now in retrospect, I'm reminded of how I feel. I peel back the layers of this life to see what's been hiding under the lining, hiding under the lying, hiding the underlying fact that I tried to reach the skyline by the fear of flying. I got my baggage checked, and that's the first step. My carry-on is just enough to fit in my overhead. I'll wave to my old life as I take off. We had some good times, but now they're goodbyes with tears in their eyes. The horizon is gray, the color left it a long time ago, filled with doubt. Now the spectrum is faded out. What a dry, tasteless existence this is. I need to get my flavor back or change my recipe and use only the best of me. But I won't toss the rest of me, cause I'm poor and leftovers are good. I'll paint this landscape with hugs and scrapes. I was raised on contradiction, now I gotta escape. I know why people go crazy and kill, and just because I understand it doesn't mean that I will. I've seen a vision of the future and it looks like the blues, but any color is better than nothing. I hate to be alone, but I'm best on my own. My sadness is grown and madness to the bone. This is my home, this is my zone. All of my life cursed to roam my mind, escape inside of my dome. My mind is blown, my lines been cut. I'm a phone without a dial tone, miles from home. A smile and a moan, compiling poems like a pile of stones, till I'm just a pile of bones. Slow rap, just for making your toes tap. My flow slap bowls that cling on my bowl sack. Yo, who got the dro sack? Better make sure the bowl's packed, cause I'm back, ready to smoke fat. I'm not even pro rap, I'm just a poet trapped and rolling over dope tracks, cause I'm a pro like that. Never hold back, if I did I might blow my stack. This is a throwback to some old crap, to some old scrap, bow track. Back when I was rolling them so fat, the lip blared like a smokestack. A little hard to choke back, but soon your dome was cracked and you were so slack, ready to go now. I know for a fact your flow's whack. Go back home and take a Prozac, tell them it was Kojak. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, then I'm the president of Kodak, developing pro-track. Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy, motherfucker pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy, motherfucker pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. It might be best if I testify. Got my chest blessed with lie to test the high. Want it dressed in lime, or the next best in line. I'll never rest till I'm the best in rhyme. You gotta stand the test of time before you can possess the shine and get rhyme to infest the mind. I'ma manifest the line. Be content with less, finesse is mine, and you've been left in a mess. These suckers claim they nice, but plain as white rice. You claim to be precise, name your price. You rather have your name in lights than gain the right to sustain your life, falling like the rain at night. At times it's a strain to write and maintain a line of sight to get through when the flames ignite. You stay true to the game despite everything you've heard. I stay true to my word. These fucking turds acting absurd. I mean, are you for real or are you just another herb trying to front with a record deal? Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy, motherfucker pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy, motherfucker pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. I'm on overload, my whole mind mind's about to explode. Trying to say you fat, but you know you skinny as a barcode. I walk the holy road. It seems at times we got more streets than we got road signs. Nowhere to go. I've been here before, and I'm about ready to blow. Toe to toe, written, better act like you know. These de facto cats that try to flow. I come rolling up in your fucking show and have the crowd screaming for more. Players think it's all about dough, and while they're kicking it with this hoe, I'm planning a demise with a scripto. Verbally, hyperbole's absurd to me. You're serving me with perjury and urging me to cut you like surgery. Discouraging a virgin MC, it meant the world to be observing me. I'm swerving if you're serving me herbally. You're just a doormat while I perfect the tact format. They got your soul for sale in this rap. Can you afford that? Who cares about a salary cap? I got some fresh reality on tap, and all you need is a drink. All I need is a little time to think. On the brink, I unleash the beast and leave you covered in ink. Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy. Motherfucker, pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. Watching life pass me by, brothers never ask me why. They know I'm living with a glassy eye. I never been a classy guy. Motherfucker, pass me lie. We all live until at last we die. Ghosts always come back to haunt me. Their moans strangle my ears and paint nightmares inside of my eyelids. I don't know if it's their presence or remembering past lessons carved into the faces of memories. This energy's lived for centuries, hibernating inside me, trying to get used to a new face. As ageless wisdom drips from my lips, I speak, scattering speech patterns across my stomping grounds. These are phantoms of consequence, shuffling in the attic, souls starved for attention, ready to feast, unable to rest in peace, dying to be free, released until the universe, piece by piece. We're all drifting through the days of our afterlives, praying for redemption with blind faith in our eyes. There's a strength that comes from not thinking you know, but knowing then a change comes quickly as a breath. Angels fall from heaven like leaves in an autumn breeze. Are you pleased? In another reality, we're all stuck like Siamese, being fed through IVs, having our lives seized and our wives diseased. The Ivy League's colonized like a hive of bees. You can't hide from these high societies, under fire from seas of wired anxieties. They never stop, mercy is the drug they never cop. Sometimes it feels like someone just took out my batteries and scattered me on the floor with the rest of the toys. And now I act just like the rest of the boys. I lost myself wandering in childish ploys. So every night I sleep with destiny, trying not to let jealousy get the best of me. It's like life is testing me. My mind and lungs are congested. All the time I've invested has manifested itself into bad health. I never had wealth, so a sad self sits on my shelf between broken hearts and empty promises. There's the agonizing cry of a kiss meeting a cold shoulder, the feeling of anticipating the worst. Have you ever held a friendship while it died in your arms, watching the essence of a love disperse? This reoccurrence is my curse, every feeling rehearsed until it's just second nature to be a faker. So finally I took a stab at it and didn't stop thrusting until I couldn't feel a heartbeat. My hands drenched with light, dripping between my fingers and down the knife, slipping onto the floor. Borrowed time is a luxury the poor can't afford, sipping hope from plastic cups and walking with their eyes closed, seeking salvation in a self-serve savior, sipping sacramental insanity, slowly slipping inside. Lost lives leave love leftovers lingering long after first kisses rob us of our innocence. That's when the soul escapes for another taste of freedom, but all it finds are lessons in homesickness. Humble is realizing the power of the mind, and the soul controls everything, even our fate. Destiny's calling, but the rest of me's falling, and I've swallowed too much pride for me to clean my plate. with a sign, a face with a name, sound and the fury combined. I've never been a living design. I built up way too much inertia in my lifetime to stop on a dime. I'm my mother's intelligence, lost in my father's ignorance. My DNA is enraged, ink splatters the page. People used to say I was so smart for my age, but as I get older, I'm realizing I don't know shit. I've always been told to get a grip, but my hands have slipped, and now I'm struggling to make a name for myself. Everybody's chasing the wealth, playing a game will get you placed on a shelf. I'm committed to my poetry and sickness and health, and will never be separated, accepted or hated. It doesn't matter cause I'm always sedated and underestimated from the get-go. On your mark and set, go. Don't let me grab the mic, son, I'll never let go. My brothers know that I'm not in this to get though, or make believe I'm from the ghetto. Yo, if you wanna hear me spit, you gon' get flow. Why? Because I said so. Your petty cash will never make my head grow. Soul swim with overgrown fins as the cyclone begins. My dome spins, blown by winds. Bad dreams turn into mad screams as life becomes a series of shattered schemes and teardrop streams. Powdered eyes become shouted cries, and love becomes a cycle of shrouded lies and doubted replies. Wishes made become disarrayed as hearts drift apart in malicious ways, eclipsed in shade. The last chosen master, aftermath passed over disaster. The last chapter, hash blaster clinging from the rafters, getting plastered. Flying your white flag, half-mast. I got caskets under flower baskets, so I unmask it. See, a true face is only two-faced. We on a new pace to form a new space, a solar embrace to form a system of sound that breaks over the bass, like bread over the plates, like brothers dead over debates. I'm flying over your mental states to shake like the earth's plates in an earthquake. Since my birthday, I've been the worst person to fake, cause I can smell a snake slither in the grass. That's a mistake. I slash till I'm ash or dust at last. You fuck around, I'ma bust your ass and pump the greenest grass in a Dutch master. Mummy rolled and passed, dummies unfold in class untold, even bold smashed like bumpers in a car crash. Soul swim with overgrown fins as the cyclone begins. My dome spins, blown by winds. Bad dreams turn into mad screams as life becomes a series of shattered schemes and teardrop streams. Powdered eyes become shouted cries, and love becomes a cycle of shrouded lies and doubted replies. Wishes made become disarrayed as hearts drift apart in malicious ways, eclipsed in shade. Searching to find my role in this life. So many times it felt like I'd stolen this life and sliced my soul's throat with a knife, then flee the crime scene. The time between then and now is full of lime green, trapped in my lungs, tapping my funds, bleeding me dry, feeding me lies, leaving me bleeding, needing the high even more than I did before. I picked myself up off of the floor. I saw the exit sign glowing above the door and slipped out quietly. Try it and see. Won't be a brainwashed member of this society eyeing me and my lack of sobriety. I don't need the B.I.G. notoriety. I got enough anxiety in my life without a whole new variety. So inside my head I scream silently, why didn't we try to be less repressed and express ourselves violently? I'm possessed by the thoughts I scribble in my diary. This life is entirely too difficult to inspire. Soul swim with overgrown fins as the cyclone begins. My dome spins, blown by winds. Bad dreams turn into mad screams as life becomes a series of shattered schemes and teardrop streams. Powdered eyes become shouted cries, and love becomes a cycle of shrouded lies and doubted replies. Wishes made become disarrayed as hearts drift apart in malicious ways, eclipsed in shade. Don't sleep, cause in the deep sea, fishes will eat your eyeballs, drinking your life like highballs. You might fall if you leap before you look, so watch for the ambush before you get took. Pick up a book and read the information for yourself. When you're done, take it off the shelf for someone else. Knowledge is best when you share it with your kinfolk. Just like money is better when you begin broke. I send smoke to the back of my throat, cracking a joke right before I send it back with a choke. Smacking a poke with a quote that God wrote with my hands. My mic stand be the key to my lifespan. Them night Shyamalan couldn't see the the sixth sense. For instance, the moment that life becomes existence, the shit's tense when the rent's due, and the pressure is so immense that it presses you against the fence. This is for all my ladies and gents on the grind, working overtime for them dollars and cents. The way I holler's intense, so my mind imprints are right here sketched in the elements of a sentence. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past. Don't slip, cause in the nighttime, suckers will split your hairline while you're looking for airtime. I share mine, cause it's all love, but love got a thin line, and all I see is thugs standing in line. You can define information for yourself. When you're done, show the definition to someone else. Knowledge is best when you share it with your own blood. Just like puffing is better when it's your own bud. My dome floods like a socket with blown plugs. My blown mugs, just a side effect of my own drugs. Overgrown bugs get squashed down by my hands. The mic stand be the key to my lifespan. David Letterman doesn't even know the top 10 reasons why I'm the better man. Get it together, man. You always chase the cheddar, man. That's why you got it wrong like the weatherman. You better scram and stay one step ahead of the plan at all times. My short rhymes will still have you shaking like fault lines. I saw the signs and it opened my eyes. I'm not the ace of base, I'm the orchestrator of your demise. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past. Don't creep, cause in the moonlight, thunderous heat will blast ya, taking you out to pasture. I passed ya with my knowledge of self-lord and master. Now we're all headed for disaster. You gotta find the answer in yourself, and when you do, show your revelation to someone else. Knowledge is best when you're sharing it with mankind. Just like honey's are better without the tan line. Scan your mind, cause you're falling behind. You're sinking in the sands of time and can't stand the grind. So all your plans to shine are crushed by my hands. The mic stand, hold the key to my lifespan. Your super spy cam couldn't catch my snapshot. My tracks got crackpots back at the crack spot. Step in the padlock, I know you've been waiting, but now we got it back in stock to rock the spot. You gotta have a lot of hot shit for your hip-hop mix. This shit is so raw, you should eat it with chopsticks. We hitting them with drop kicks, starting at the top of the list with all your pop hits. This is how we drop. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past. When I was young, I never thought about when I would be grown. There's so many things I would've changed if only I'd known. At last, I see the path that was chosen, broken in half, stranded me in the sins of the past.